So we are starting round 3 officially. Round 3. Titans and Black. Lotto. Table 4. We are starting round 3 officially. Lotto. Table 4.
Obviously, he'll need to make sure he takes good care, not in that away care. Then they've got that running power, the likes of Joe Willick and Jacob Ramsey, just slightly wide of the central midfield pair of Bruno and Harley. Lewis to Warwick away and chase those lost horses up front. So they've got a shape job that they can recover, get back behind the ball very quickly, but they do have energy to get out and support us as quick as he can.
Table 2.
Tonali. Bruno Guimaraes. Decent opportunities actually by Newcastle.
That's not great, but you can feel already again the anxiety just ratchets up a bit to be inside the stadium because there's too much room in there for those Newcastle midfielders to trap with the ball. And again, there, Bruno might have done better, should have at least hit the target. Good play from them, but Arsenal got to get close and try to just get up to speed quicker.
Again, between these two earlier in the season, experiences Park in the autumn. Newcastle led until the 84th minute and then ended up losing 2-1 thanks to a 96th minute decider from Gabriel. He's played each other 4 times last season, including 2 semi-final of the League Cup. Newcastle won 3 of those 4 matches. David Murphy. Actually, out there trying. Who's on the throw?
Always a brilliant worker, isn't he? Jacob Murphy down the right side. He will try and whip things in. He had a little spell earlier in the season when he was scoring some goals too. But importantly, I think today here, he can get back quickly, make sure he gets offside to just try and frustrate Arsenal a little bit. I'm sure Eddie Howe would have looked at a lot of the games they played. The teams have sat here and banked up, made life difficult. It does just put them under a little bit more pressure, particularly here.
Arsenal do that back-to-back home games before Manchester City play again. City not in action until Monday week. And Everton also have this and another home fixture this time next week against Fulham, so they could re-establish a 6-point lead before Guardiola's men play. They'll be considered in 9 days. Tossing and turning, gets over the corner. It was the opportunity to do the ball.
Put it in the box. Put it in there. And he wanted it released from Martin Odegaard a little quicker. Kai Havertz is actually, had he done so right now, he would have been in his own half onside and he might have been favourites in our league, and I think he'll clean the box. So no matter where he get in there, put him on defender with him too. Take the chance.
Of course, one on Emmanuel as he comes to take the corner on this near side. This is no goals for corners as well. Let's line up just one in their last 9 matches in the league. Road from the crowd as the ball wasn't delivered directly into the box. VANS, Emmanuel.
That's the idea. Yeah, you know, space in the right area, put it in the box. And you always come back out across the field, keep the ball, and those guys in the box are never sure when it's going to arrive. And this time again, I'm going to work it out, just giving the signal to Gabriel and Saliba and those bigger guys exactly what's going to happen here.
He's off the top of the water in some good supporters that is taken. It's in.
Unlucky. Good hits. He's very unlucky that that first strike, obviously last week against Manchester City, that whacked the post. Another short corner. So Newcastle will go offering that. They're allowing Arsenal to go short, but then you've got to make sure that you try and stop those shots from the edge of the box. Nice hit. Just committed himself to go tight and try to squeeze the ball. He's just skipped in behind him there, working with the touches a little heavy and put it to Alexiel's pace and controls defending there, sends it out for another corner. We get 3 short ones on the trap.
Ooh, that would be running the numbers. Himself short again. Send it to Havertz. It's in! Into double figures for goals in his first season with the club.
It's a beautiful shot, it really is. Because he's not just put his head down and just pump this as hard as he can, he's controlled it. He knows exactly what he's doing. Clever set play again. There goes on the goal. And then bypass everyone this time and just go into the it's a beautiful thing. Outside the box, the temptation is to try and really hit as hard as you can. So he's playing with the way that he approaches that one, hooking it with his right foot, always going away from Nick Delver. It's high and in that top corner. And that's a brilliant goal. It's really sweet for those coaches and guys that are working on this stuff all week. Just mix this set place up there, it's paid off.
You said that, didn't you? Short corners, it's a way forward.
Of course it is. Yeah.
There is Nicholas Chavert, the set piece coach, who's the brains behind it all.
Well, a good start to the game, John, because Newcastle had a couple of good situations in the opening few minutes. And Arsenal have a lead, and it's just settled everybody down, all the Arsenal fans inside the stadium. So Newcastle have got to start again, ultra positive once more.
It really was a lovely finish by his hand. So, on top of the time. So tight is the race. Obviously, goal difference is going to be a factor, but when you use the goal scored, yes, it's something else, and Arsenal need to back a few more.
It's really a team job, it's absolutely right.
It's Tia. Right. Sandro Janot. Burn.
But with the ball, as you can see, Newcastle got Sandro Tonali dropping between the two centre halves here, pushing Lewis Miley on that bit more, which just allows Joe Wood to take a Ramsey to filter inside. Got good numbers in there, Newcastle. This little showdown, Burn high and wide out here to the left, just out of your picture.
Perfect. Wheeler. Bruno Guimaraes.
David William, 32.
Murphy. To Word. Tonight.
David Wright, they're looking to dispatch that pretty quickly as soon as he scored it.
David William, 32.
Immediately, black and white shirt, red line in front of him.
David William,
Ball's kind of losing a little bit from Tonali, got a bit more pace on it.
Rika Owome, Afro Simon, table 8. Rika Owome, Afro Simon. Jovin Corin, table 2. Jovin Corin, table 2. Joget, table 7.
Yeah, nice dummy from SA there. Just not enough pace on the ball for Kai Havertz. Try and find Odegaard with that little flick.
Sula. Ramsey. Bruno Guimaraes. Murphy. Here's the delivery, looking for Burn. Handed by Sula. Burn. Willock. Miley. Now to Nolly. Murphy. Saliba this time for Arsenal. And to Nolly back in. He does a stroking arm as the ball lets skywards. The referee has spotted that, given it.
It's noticeable how many times Newcastle are in wide areas and they just put it in there, crossing it every time. Eddie Howe wants to see it be positive and just put it in there, get it in there, ask people to try and find a bit of space and make something happen. But we pushed it 6 or 7 times already.
to it.
That Burger was just 2 or 3 yards behind the other Newcastle defenders there. That ball was just under hip fraction. I haven't maybe onside to get the end of that.
Willard. Miley.
Good hands, really safe hands from David right there. Just going to put a Sula there, as he's the only one in the box as Lewis finally fires that one across here. Get towards that near post area. That's when you can create a little bit of confusion, just try and nip in front of the goalie if you can.
Ramsey. Willard. Trying to curl one, but not beyond leaving right. Actually, Eze's goal. It's his 10th from outside the penalty area over the past 4 seasons in the Premier League, which is more than any other player in the competition.
Yeah, struck it so cleanly, didn't he? But again, with that element of control, which is lovely. Often see players outside the box, ball done, you can put your head down to really try and strike it, lean back, slide it over the top, and relieve all the pressure. But that was hit beautifully.
Nice. There we go. That's 4 of their last 6 games in all competitions. And been defeated in 2 of their previous 46. Here's Eze. It's now around the half volley. Murphy. Winning out against Bruno Guimaraes. Martin Odegaard. Manuete.
Just not making too much there. I'll try and get that strike away quicker when you Manuete. Just taking on Dan Burger. Back in the big man up in the box there, and he's out of the other space, but just not too many.
So 20 minutes in, 20 pretty interesting minutes, followed by that tremendous goal by Eze, by which Arsenal lead.
Yeah, but you said, from what we've seen in that 20 minutes, there's something to encourage Newcastle as well. So they've got good running power in midfield today. Really, that tonight is exceptionally good. Bruno will always be anxious around the edge of the box, and then Ramsey and Willock, they can get up and down. I'll be taking Murphy comfortably. say, but right idea, nice run. Only Madueke. Newcastle centre halves actually had a bit of confusion to allow Madueke to grab that situation, but it shows a little weak.
Right. Odegaard. Winning by Hoffman. Into that by the Italian tonight. Sulu. Okay.
Good skill. And I like the way they put a Sula there. Picks the ball up and knew he had support from behind him, but wanted to try and carry the fight towards that Arsenal defence and skips inside. Williams Saliba gets the free kick in a dangerous area this one.
And they're selected ahead of the £124 million duo in Colton Island here on Whistler from the bench. General recognition, Newcastle's recruitment last summer was expensive and not necessarily particularly efficient. £256 million spent into Bruno Rush. Ramsey.
A little bit of a waste of that from Bruno. But if he's delighted that his team have got another really good situation. You would think with Newcastle's current form and the way things have been going for them recently, if Arsenal would score again before half time, it would be very difficult for them to recover from that. You can see Arsenal on the right side of the screen there. 5 players ahead of the ball. That's the idea with Eze and Odegaard to try and play in those little pockets of space. There's a lot of traffic in there, but that's good. They're doing really well. Here he is.
Martin Odegaard. Money Madueke. Step back to Odegaard. And that heel was for Zubimendi.
That's nice ball. That's really nice stuff. Got some patience to begin with and got set, got themselves ready. Got into a dangerous area there. Unlucky.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's been really good so far, 26 minutes in. He gets the ball, I think, good by the fact that he got that lovely goal. His confidence is pretty high at the moment. Looks dangerous, yes.
Havertz. Madueke. Havertz. Madueke. Zubimendi. Away from Odegaard because he was being intercepted. So. Here he is. Last fixtures in this run-in are considerably more straightforward than Manchester City's. Upcoming opponents moving today to the bottom half of the table, whereas all of Manchester City's last 5 games are against sides in the top half, all of them in European contention.
Yeah, still a lot to be done, John, isn't there? It's a tough games for both.
Leading smile. Here's Minoeke.
It's a great run. Lovely racing. Everyone saying, come on, guys. Need to switch on a bit quicker. It's too straightforward, too easy. Minoeke's lost the ball and he's got to stand out and give people a chance.
Early goal. SF. Look. Behind off City.
Good run there. Nice work, Joe Willow here. Leaving pressure now his teammates to get out. It's his single corner. That's your target, and they've got plenty right down going out, and they pop them back to the other all big guys. Ulasula is also a tall man, so they've got plenty of genuine targets in there.
They can't entertain it. Good rush of the kick. Ramsey. It's Gabriel and then Rice. Tonali. Oh, ambitious! Well, he had to make quite a change of direction there.
Smart there from Sandro Tonali. As soon as he sort of gets this out of his feet, wants to hit it, you can tell that that's moving around, and he done it right. Thinks that's going to his right, it ends up going to his left. You can see it between his two defenders, but that ball is moving everywhere, and he does really well in here to keep that out. So stop that.
Really rush. Certainly moments in this game to encourage you guys.
Yes, definitely, John. There are. Just by the virtue, by the nature of where Arsenal have find themselves even though they're in front, whenever they're defending, whenever they're trying to deny Newcastle from corners and wide free kicks, it's going to be hurt. It always is.
Really good rush. Trying to turn, VANS. Asula. And then Willock with the follow up. And Asula turns around the centre back. The referee says, "Hey, come on a minute, I was fouled." It's a problem with Willock.
I think Sandro actually saw the contact between Declan Rice and Joe Willock. Here's the goal. It's the third corner.
Holding that one.
Yeah, second one, we can score to his left. This one, instead of giving it to Odegaard, they go to Zubimendi, he's also got a bit of room. Then back to Eze, and he can hit that on his right side, on his stronger side, first time. And connects with it like a dream, absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Nick Pope's got no chance for that one whatsoever. First, you know, succeed, try and try again.
Also, that was an issue. So into Jokeres, now bench now. Attended to by Simon Murphy, the physio.
It's a groin or thigh, something like that. Doesn't particularly have ability to come out of it. Again, you don't want to risk players. They're peeling a big one. You've got to come off, you've got to replace them. Their bench, in terms of attacking positions, the Real is incredibly strong with Saka, Gabi Jesus, Martinelli, Lloris, Trossard. They're all maxed out, and of course, they've got so many options and variations there. Why risk?
That's, of course, the first 2 minutes. First leg of Champions League semi-final against Atletico. I would like to have Kai Havertz in their number for that, but he seems to be nervous. Of course, all leading players at middle distance field at the moment is the World Cup too.
Yeah. It's a shame. Havertz has had many injury problems this season, but another opportunity with this guy. Just get himself involved as quickly as he can.
He's a leading scorer in all competitions. 18 goal victory on progression. 12 of those in the Premier League. Superman. Bryce Gabriel's in. Bryce Gabriel. Arteta. April has not generally been a particularly favourable month. It's actually his worst statistically as a Premier League boss. Bruno Guimaraes. Miley. Capier, who's being hindered by Miley.
Great competitor, isn't he? Capier really is. Just now, with moments ago, we saw him flying forward down the left side and looking at the ball across the 6-yard box, but he's aggressive with his defensive work as well.
Fiori's still out injured. He's one of that sponsor. Just to be clear, would you be doing the deal with Leverkusen to make that a permanent move for him?
Definitely. I think he's been really good. Really good. I'm not sure what that number is. I'm sure it's already in the deal, but I think he's done excellent.
The top is £45 million. Look, Newcastle's team have only won 4 times on their travels this season. Here's Miley. Burn.
It's a bit of a waste from Daniel. Better off keeping that there. in possession and asking a question or two. I think Eddie Howe will be encouraged through the way these teams have got themselves into some nice positions, good areas, with the ball at their feet. Now they just need to provide a real good chance. Well, they require that bit more. That's some good moments.
Cavier. Nice. Maguire. Earlier. Superman. White. Gabriel. Then Rice.
Also keeping the ball, trying to draw Newcastle onto them a little bit.
Against Saliba. Bringing down Bruno Guimaraes.
Poor ball from Ben White up the line. I think they were really ready for that sort of ball serve forward. Saliba just jumping in, trying to intercept, just catches Bruno Guimaraes. Free kick. Shooting distance maybe. Some run in David Wright's face. As he gets that ball down.
Question that Newcastle missed it. 2.5 minutes since Skipper was last able to start a game for them. Looks like the complexion of their season has changed markedly. Tonali. Look.
That's got a great crew right there. The free kick was a bit of a mess, to be honest with you. He didn't panic, did he, when he was put under a wee bit of pressure.
Superman.
first 9 attempts, a couple on target. But they do have the lead. One is it's a nightmare scoreline in Premier League football, it really is. No matter how much ball you got or how dominant you can be, it's never enough. So Arsenal desperately trying to get a second before half time.
Organisation from Bruno Guimaraes to find Burn. Rice. Burn once again.
Same problem there. The initial pass after Dan Burn brought it back to him was a loose one, and then in the end, a little bit of pressure on him. He knocks it out. Arsenal now. A chance to apply a bit of pressure at this centre of the field. Not a lot.
It's still there stuff for the Arsenal supporters. Obviously they've had things their own way on home turf this season. They've won 21 of their last 26 games here in all competitions. Not their last 2 against Sporting in the Champions League and Bournemouth in the Premier League a fortnight ago. The intel we're getting suggests we'll probably see 3 on the board when it goes up for additional time.
Yeah, well, he was settled for that, of course. Before they kicked off, being in front at half time, they're kind of playing a bit with the handbrake on again, Arsenal today. It's not really flowing as freely as you would like, but I think that's understandable. What's at stake and everything else.
Actually, Stephen Martin, it's a clear count of those at the moment, and the court does indeed say 3 minutes.
Mentioned about the changes that Mikel Arteta could make in order to pep things up a little bit in the forward areas from certainly as well as that. Eddie Howe's got Wissa, he's got Baltimore, he's got Alanga, he's got Harvey Barnes. He has those forward positions to try and get back into this. Really upset Arsenal in the second half, particularly the first 10 minutes. It'll be really important part of the game now.
Looking at those figures you were talking about a moment or 2 ago, this is the most shots that Arsenal faced in the first half of a Premier League game since their opening fixture of the season against Manchester United. It's 8 in the first half of City last weekend, 9 so far there. This is Bruno Guimaraes and Jacob Murphy. Guimaraes again. By 3. Overall thoughts on the first half?
Again, there's no arguing this game at all. Newcastle could be back in this in a heartbeat. They really could. So there's lots for Mikel Arteta to consider. Which is a It's far from home yet with 3 points Arsenal. It's a hot day as well, John. North London today. It's as warm a day as I think we've had this year. And a lot of things as well. There'll be a lot of things out.
Little conditions on the whole area. Laps in the first half. Newcastle's free kick taken by Tonali. The referee seen enough. And half time arrives with Emerich Eze's beautifully guided goal in the 9th minute. The tactical difference between these two sides. But Newcastle knows that the offense on the Arsenal goal thanks to the
They see me rolling, they hating, controlling and trying to catch me riding dirty, 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 trying to catch me riding dirty. My music's so loud, swinging, catch me riding dirty, catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty. See, rap, I see me and shine and TV screen. She like her love, that's just she control love. Trip down, gon' show you up to the jet into a home. Early, crazy, like crazy, won't touch it. Which I had a baby, rockin' the touch, open it, and so show me they hit me. You love me up to the maximum. Watch the chat song, something that we have on the road, locked up in the maximum security cell. You take down, take this slow, take that, hit this slow. These ones behind me sitting low. They just down, gotta stop, losing, change, like who's that juicy? It's a best feeling, you gotta prove it. I want to let me see you, so keep never sitting. You see me rolling, hating, controlling, trying to get me riding dirty, 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 trying to get my music's so loud, swinging, they open it, they can get me riding dirty, trying to get me riding dirty, trying to get me riding dirty, trying to get me
You won't hide, I feel it wrong. You replay, shit get wrong. We have to push, but that's your shit. You got it wrong. You keep your ass, I don't want to stop your dad. What's that? You just never shoot to the hospital. You just shoot more time to get you started. I see that you just shut down. You realize I stuff you for 3 hours. You ride the way, you try to wait for around. You shot down and gave it died. All the bullshit go with that can't work and good shit. This beat is a joke. I'm used to it. It wasn't existing, not used to use it. People don't know what to do with that. It's boss and just a shit. Man, no idea. From back here, no idea. No more straight. Now I'm straight. Now I keep it. Now I take that time to think before I make mistakes. Just for my family sake. That hard me, that yesterday. The hard me is strong today. No reason less to say. Oh, we did it all the way.